Hello. Thanks for dropping in. I was running the check disk on this middle disk drive, and it's come up fine, so it's all good. Just before we get into that, I'm just going to search Kijiji and all of Canada and see if there's anything glorious in the Commodore world. Vintage PC Commodore Amiga games in Ottawa. I don't think so. The Commodore 64 in Hamilton. The Commodore disk drive in Hamilton. I think I have enough of those. And there's somebody with, seems they have some Amiga 3000 25-50s. 1, 2, 3, looks like they have 4 of them. Sounds like they're selling them off one at a time. Interesting. Well, just for fun, let's look at the Commodore 64. In Hamilton, Commodore 64, no cables or accessories, no power supply. Tested, working, but has some minor distortion in the video. If you need a power supply, I sell brand new power supplies for $70. That sounds like one of the new, I don't know what kind, but there are modern replacement power supplies. Probably not a bad thing. Probably not. I have not got any yet, but perhaps. And I suspect this 1541 disk drive is probably the same, complete in box, testing and working. I suspect it's from the same person. Let's see. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, this fellow sells a bunch of things. He also has a Commodore 64 System Holiday Mega Bundle for $599. Probably not a bad deal, but I am not. So if you are in Canada and you heard what I had to say, just go to Kijiji, search for Commodore. Best to pick all of Canada, and you can see what's up in the world. Anyway, so this drive here that I just tested, seems to be okay, is not perfect by any means, because in the front there is case damage. The bezel of the front of the drive is cracked, and, well, no, it's split, but the drive works. So that's always good. Oh, let's see. And some dust. Alright. Oh, I haven't looked in this one. Works. 1541. But case and, wait for it, bezel damage. December 2021. Did not look inside. All right. I probably will look inside at some point. Oh no, notice airflow from back to front. Beautiful. Case is a little dirty, but also, you know, broken. Broken. All right, we'll put this one down. Oh, I need to do some organizational work in here. So here we have the last of the pile that I was looking at. And does this one power up? I don't know. I don't remember. But as we have seen recently, just because it turns on and the light goes on and off, and you know, it does all the things right. It doesn't mean it's okay. This one does indeed seem to fire up okay. So we will load the directory. Or try. Oh, hello, Penny. So that came up okay. That's a good sign. We will load the performance test. Oh, hello, Penny. Are you wanting out here? Oh, Penny. Just a second, Penny. I know. Open the door, close the door, open the door, close the door. Let me just run and get this going. And come on, Penny. Oh, Penny. There you go. There you go. Oh, yeah. Alright, so this is doing its spinning. Now, let me think. The drive here is the one that would not read a disc. The drive thought I heard something. The drive here is the one that started up okay, but then would not respond to commands. Actually, it locked up the bus. It did. So, that sounds, both of them sound intriguing. They do. Well, that sounds a little funny. One. So the drive, oh, and it's finished formatting the disk. It is writing. So this is a drive that very likely I will be able to make use of the drive that I left open to test things. Now, is it always a major big chip that fails that causes such things? No, it is not. But often it is. Alright. So the screws are out. Alrighty. Ow. And the top is off. Oh, looky. All the chips are in, well, all the major chips are in sockets. None of the minor chips. So normally, of course, what I do, once this finishes up here, is I will bring the other drive that is on the floor that is working up here, and I will take things out of this drive and put them into the other one to see when we have a failure. Alright, so this drive worked. Excellent. And this is the one that is not working. Now, have I looked in this drive? No. But I'm not going to at this moment, because we have some sleuthing to do. We will unplug and documents. Parts 1541. Tested. Not opened. December 2021. It seems I should be writing more than that. But open. And this one too has very few vents. Well, half the vents. file. Excuse me 1 second while I indulge myself here. It's getting a little warm in here, even though it is winter and it is snowing and it's ugly outside. Oh yeah. Alright, so I don't have as much room as I would like here. There we go. I do not have as much room as I would like to tinker. And I have no clue exactly which chip is causing the trouble. So I'm going to guess. And I'm going to pop out one of the two 6522 chips. And I'm going to put it here. I'm going to look, for those interested, if I can see it here, I just popped out UC3. And then I'm going to grab this drive. One of the things that sometimes helps in these circumstances, if you don't have an extra drive, just to see if anything changes, and anything might, is to take, because there's two 6526 chips, sorry, 22 chips, 6522, 6522, there's two of them. And sometimes you can get an idea if one of them is at fault by swapping the positions and seeing if something changes. And if something changes, that can be an indication that something is squirrely with one of those chips, or maybe both. Anyway, let's see, I do not like plugging things in endlessly, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Alright, so this was a working 1541. It still fires up. But we have swapped one chip. One chip. That's all. One chip. And we will see in a moment if... Hello, Penny. I thought you'd be back. If it does respond or it does not respond. It does not respond. So we may, usually it's never the first chip I test. But who knows? Maybe this time it is. So it is locked up tight. I can do that. Hi, Penny. How are you doing? I know. And if I type in run and tell it to run the performance test, it will lock up. Hi, Penny. How are you doing? I know. So what I'm going to do, because this is unusually fast on the swapping of chip things, I'm going to put the 6522 from the other drive in here. Now, does it mean that that's the only thing that's wrong? No, it does not. There could be other things. Hi, Penny. Thanks for coming. So I'll turn this off. It'll probably say, oh, no, it didn't say device not present. That's a bit surprising. I will turn this off. Okay, so pull this out. Pull this out. So this, hello Penny, this is the good drive with the chip swapped. This always turn off the power, which I did not do. So this is the drive that would not work, would not respond but it looked okay because it came on and turned off nicely. So now we'll just try and load the directory and see if it still locks up. And it does not. So it would seem that the chip trouble has been found. Now, does it read disks? Well, there is the directory. Woo. We will load the performances. See if it will load that and run it. And by golly, that's about as quick and as fast and as simple as it could be. And I'm sure somewhere I have some extra chips. Okay, we will run. We will hit return. Before, of course, this locked up when we did that. Now the drive comes to life. I think what I need to do is do a little writing here. I'm going to write test unit 1541 all socketed, tested, happy, December 2021. So, you know, oh yeah, I had marked this. Of course I had. Well, it's never bad to have too much documentation. I'll just add that on there so I do not forget. And meanwhile, this drive has come to life. And now, while this is doing that, this 6522 chip needs to come out. It is bad. Bad chip. Oh. So that drive can go down. This one is testing. It is. Maybe. I don't think I have anything in here. Nope. I will put the... Oh, I realized. Oh, dear. We are on the air. Sorry. So this is running. And it will be fine. It is now scratching and checking, and it's all tickety-boo. So, the question is now, do I put this drive away working? And the answer, I think, is no. I do not. I will. I mean, I'm sure I have another chip around somewhere. But documentation is all essential. Besides, you see the date codes on the other drives that I stole this out of match very closely. So, I will not take this twin away. Besides, then, when it's time to go test something, I'm going to have to find something else. I will sort something out. So that's all good. All right. Bad 65, 22, 3, moved. 15, 41, December 2021. Hi, Penny. Tested. Okay. Needs 65, 22. Chip. Hi, Penny. Where did you go? Where did you go, Penny? Okay. Besides that, it looks pretty. Hi, Penny. Hi. Yes, I know. I see you. I do. This too. Yes, Penny, I know. I know. Poor Penny. Poor Penny. Alright, I believe I put the screws on this little wee hi Penny thing. Hello Penny. Yes, I know, you're scratching at the box. Yes you are. Alright, just give me a few moments, Penny. Because here's what we're going to do. We're going to, as they say, button this up. And I will put it with the other drives that I have been testing. And at some point, yes, I will have to open it up again. And I was thinking about leaving it open, but then I think the case will get set aside somewhere, the screws will get lost, something will fall on it and break something. So, best just to put it all back together and have it sorted and figured. And I can put, that takes a while, I can put another chip in it. Penny, hello. Soon. But not today. Oh. Excuse me. Okay, so this was another challenging drive that would read nothing. I did try and do the open 15, 8, 15, quote I0, quote, colon, close 15 to try and wake it up. Didn't work, still screwed. So, in the next video, we'll open this one up and see if cleaning the heads does something good. Anyway, thank you very much for coming. Always a pleasure. Bye for now. Ho ho ho.